Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Winley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for January 11th to 23rd. For January 11th to the 15th, the flow is forecast to be progressive and amplified across the North Pacific. This will send several systems into the West Coast. A strengthening ridge across the Northern Rockies, you can see it right here, or the North Central Rockies, will result in a split flow with energy separating to the northern and southern streams. The northern stream energy will amplify as it enters a broad cyclonic flow this weekend across the Midwest. Here's our cyclonic flow. This setup may result in some phasing of the northern and southern streams along or near the East Coast. The trough in the east and the ridge in the west will allow for the transport of cold polar air south or into the eastern U.S. All right, now we're going to get into the other thing. Now, you can see right here right off the bat, you can see a Pacific system here, and there'll be several Pacific systems that will impact the west. So we're right here. Here's the first system. This will move into California and the Northwest. And then we'll have another piece of energy that will move into the west later in the week. Now we have this other areas of rain would be possible with precipitation spreading east into southeast and southern mid-Atlantic by Saturday. So we'll get all the way here to Saturday. Here's our precipitation, or this is Friday. We get to Saturday. This is a GFS, and you can see here, this is all snow, this is mixed, this is rain, possible storms. So, cold air to the north will allow to result in some wintry precipitation across portions of the mid-Mississippi Valley, across areas of the Ohio Valley, southern and central Appalachians, and the mid-Atlantic by the weekend. Now, the key in this, with this situation will be the northern stream. The northern stream system will be the key in pulling the southern stream system further north, and will transfer some of its energy for the coast for some bigger development. That remains to be seen, but we'll go forward into this. Here's the GFS. Continues to be the stronger and more pronounced with this system. See? Steeper, and look at this is like snow, heavy snow occurring across here, parts of the Mid-Atlantic. And now this is the European. Which is kind of almost nothing. Light precipitation here, very light. And we'll look at, this is the NavGem. Further offshore, closer though to the southeast. And this is the new Europe, the new GFS. We'll see how that goes. Only goes out to Saturday 7 p.m., but it still has more snow up to the north compared to the other models. We have to wait and see how this develops. We still got a couple of days, but keep in mind that with the partial government shutdown, some of the model data will probably be missing. Now we're expecting several rounds of precipitation across the west coast, and as I showed you before, we're going to have several rounds of precipitation moving into the region. Okay, now we're going to look at the period for January 14th to the 18th. Here's the 14th. The pattern is forecast to shift slightly eastward. This trough here builds inland. This ridge slides to the east, and this trough here exits, and it covers the western Atlantic. And we'll get to that. 14th, and you can see here, see the trough is over the western Atlantic. Miles of good agreement. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for much of this area here. Anomalies of 4 degrees are expected, and near to below normal temperatures are forecast here, and anomalies could be about 2 degrees, maybe even 4 degrees below normal here. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for this region here, probability of occurrence 45%, and then we have below normal precipitation here, and for the southeast, probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we look at the period for January 19th to the 23rd, and we're going to take a look. Here's the GEFS, has a trough ridge configuration, as does the NAEFS, where the other models are showing a flatter flow with above normal heights across much of the nation. They all show an Eastern Pacific trough. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures again from about this area here. Usually, like I would say, west of that line, above normal temperatures. And I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 degrees above normal, and then near to below normal temperatures are forecast for the remainder of the nation. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence 35%, and then we have above normal precipitation for the Mississippi Valley to the Atlantic coast. Probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for January 11th to the 23rd. That's all for now, and come back. I'll have more on the impending storm in the next couple of days.